Chris should probably ask for stories that he wants to get to. I don't know if you took a look at my headline. I put together so many headlines that there's just no way we can get to any of my stuff. I knew that when I went into this show. I'm going to get to like 2% of these headlines, and I guess one of them maybe. So, all right, Chris, what do you got for us?
Well, I've got a bunch, and then this is kind of a grab bag as well. Do you want to stay with the aging rocker stories?
Yes.
Since we're on theme with that.
Oh, by the way, my fun fact about Motley Crue, their guitar player, Mick Mars, 70 years old.
I don't think 70. It's a fun fact. That guy looks like he's dead.
I am tired.
There's Mick right there. I just thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun fact that,
sure,
you know.
Like, I'm going to put that photo up, though, from that article, because I want everyone to see this photo, and Mick Mars, who apparently was propped up for this photo shoot. I don't know. He's like,
somehow Motley Crue's back in my life now in a big way. And so we got Nikki Sixx on the left, and then you got Mick Mars, who he looks like he's wearing a Michael Myers mask, but I don't think
which is actually a William Shatner mask.
A William Shatner mask, and then you got the glorious Vince Neil, who looks dumbfounded that he's there. And then you got Tommy Lee, who looks like
he looks exactly the same as he did in the 90s.
He looks good. You know, he keeps his age well.
Tommy Lee looks like he's somebody who was on so many drugs in the 80s and 90s that he's kind of preserved.
He looks great.
When I have sex with those dudes, they look good.
They look pretty good. So what is your aging rocker story, please?
It's in the Carrot Shop.
Oh, my God. All right. Rod Stewart fills potholes near home since no one else can be bothered.
That's good news.
It is good news. Okay. Rod Stewart is forever young when it comes to keeping the area near his home in good repair. What the? Out of all the songs that they could have picked for like some kind of punny kind of thing, they chose that.
By the way, there is video of him doing this.
Oh, we can watch Rod Stewart repair potholes. Okay, let's read this. I want some context around this.
Okay.
Maybe he has maybe he lost a Grammy down there, and this is his excuse to dig holes. I don't know, but
he was jumping over a pothole and lost his keys.
His Grammy, yeah, he jumped over a pothole and his Grammy fell out of his pocket.
Holy cow!
Rod Stewart, 77. Whose raspy voice has produced 16 top 10 hits in the U.S. and now 4 #1 singles. Shared videos on Instagram showing him shoveling gravel into potholes near his home in Harlow, England. Well, how do we know he just hasn't fallen on hard times and this is the only job he can get?
It's not, the royalty checks aren't coming in anymore.
Yeah, like albums aren't selling the way they used to, and no one's been touring because of COVID. And so Rod Stewart probably is trying to make ends meet. That's just my opinion. The singer wore a bright yellow vest as he pitched in. He went on to say, "I'm repairing the street where I live as no one else can be bothered to do it," Stewart said. "This is the state of the road near where I live in Harlow, and it's been like this for ages." I want to hear him say this, though. I don't believe he said this.
On that note, it's almost St. Patrick's Day, so your accent, you could do Rod Stewart impressions right now.
I could, and it would be culturally appropriate. Let's see what...
I'm repairing the street where I live, because no one can bother to do it.
I'm repairing the street where I live. I'm shoveling shit with my mates. Shit. Okay.
There's a second video too.
Rod Stewart loves to fill holes.
Yep.
Were you just winding that one up?
The guy does get around. The guy knows how to lay some pipe.
Why are you eating the hole?
He goes on to say, "People are bashing up their cars." Stewart continued, "The other day, there was an ambulance with a busted tire. My Ferrari can't go through here at all. So me and the boys thought we would come up and do it ourselves. We're filling the holes while millions and millions of pounds have been spent on the M11. What's the M11? I guess there's some like thoroughfare over there, the M11.
Motorway. It's a highway. Yeah, be like an interstate.
Oh, an interstate in England?
Or they would call it a dual carriageway because.
All right. Stewart was knighted at Buckingham Palace in 2016. The singer,
not for his musical accomplishments, but for his road repair.
Of course. He's the best we got in England. The singer and member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame released his latest album, The Tears of Hercules, in 2021. Oh, so this is all a publicity stunt. His albums were his sales were tanking. He's like, I need to do something to really get myself in the news again. Road work.
I'm going house to house and fixing shit.
Yeah, you got some stuff that needs repaired. You got a busted dryer in there.
I'm a licensed electrician.
How's your loo? Can I come in there and work on the loo? Spokesperson for Essex Highway said the agency appreciated Stewart's enthusiasm, but preferred that Rod the Mod let professionals do the work. Well, he just said no one's coming out and doing it.
I'm going to say that's their way of like, hey, that's our job. You guys can do it. Well, no, but it's still our job.
In fact, I think we should have him arrested. We should call the police on him so they arrest him so he has to stop. Because he is working without a permit, I imagine.
Oh, he's going to jail.
Yeah. They went on to say, while we appreciate Sir Rod's commitment to improving his community, we would discourage anyone from doing work on the roads themselves because without proper traffic management and other specific safety measures, residents are putting themselves at risk. And we're too lazy to do it.
We can't be bothered.
You can't be bothered. Fuck your Ferrari, Rod. Go buy a new one. Wasn't there a story about Rod Stewart that he ingested so much cum that he had to get his stomach pumped?
What the fuck? Good Lord.
This is a rock and roll trivia segment. Joe probably knows the story.
You just shifted without a clutch there.
I'm just saying this is a story that goes around in rock and roll circles. That Rod Stewart ingested so much semen that he had to get his stomach pumped. Look that one up on Google.
I did hear that.
Yeah, exactly. You heard that one. I heard it. Cretchy's
he
out of the loop.
He was singing about his body, and if you think it's sexy, you got to let him know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a lemon party without old Dick.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, I think it's funny, like being the libertarian, who will build the roads? Obviously, it's Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart will do it. Yep.
Yep.
Maybe Rod Stewart is a libertarian. He's like, look, fuck this. I'm going to go build my own road.
Yeah.
I got the money.
Welcome to Rod Town.
Rod Town.
It's a one-way street.
This is Rod's road. You're not allowed on here.
It's a little rough ride, but you'll get there.
Rod's road is bumpy, but worth it.
I think Rod looks good in that yellow vest. He should wear that on stage the next time he plays. He should walk out like a village person. You know, they're all wearing construction outfits.
Shovel.
He should sing into the shovel on stage like it's a microphone.
Or have like a shovel-shaped guitar.
There you go.
Now you're talking.
It's a whole construction-themed event.
Yeah, big theme there. Yeah, you could have a pile of gravel off to one side of the stage, and during a instrumental interlude, you could go over there and shovel some gravel around.
All the percussion is done with a jackhammer.
Instead of like smoke machines, they'll have like a pipe bursting and water will spray everywhere. And they'll stop the show and they'll have to go repair the pipe with asphalt and various repair equipment. And then
when he wants to play to the crowd, he can go out to the front of the stage with a shovel full of gravel and just toss it into the crowd.
Yeah. Then when the show's over, he hops in like an earth mover and just plows into the audience to shove them all out the door.
I thought you were gonna say he helps the roadies load up.
That works
for
too.
The end of the show. Just piles everything in the front end of a loader and drives it off.
That's less cruel and less jail time.
He quickly runs off stage. You're thinking he's like playing it up because they're going to do an encore, and he comes back in driving a truck so they can load out.
Yeah, he doesn't have groupies. He has backhoes.
Nice.
All right, yeah. Were you working on that one too?
Nice. Those gears are cranking over there, weren't they?
Still got one brain cell struggling in there.
Look at this shit. Well, okay, it's good that someone's out there doing this because I'm not. Actually, I was going to go pick up trash this weekend. There's like trash everywhere.
With Rod Stewart?
Yeah, I'm going to see if there's any other rock stars want to come around and help me do some community work.
You should hit up Rod Stewart on Instagram and say, hey, I got some trash I need to pick up. Will you want to come help?
Tell you what, I'll fly into Ohio. I'll meet you down at the, I don't know, where can I meet him? Arby's. I'll meet at Arby's. Meet at Arby's, and I'll pick you up and come up. You can pick up some trash on the side of the road.
We'll get one of those spicy, what was it, the Diablo whatever sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure his 72-year-old digestive system will love that. Hey, Rod, you want to set your colon on fire before you go out and pick up some trash with me?
Well, that's the competition. You guys both have a spicy Diablo chicken sandwich from Arby's, and then see how long you can go picking up trash. So you both have to run off into the bushes.
We're waddling around, trying to keep it in while picking up trash.
Yep.
That'll show that Sasquatch in the bushes.
All right, what other kind of stories you got for me? We spent like 20 minutes on Rod Stewart.
Let's see. Well, I've got conspiracies about butterflies. I have steam trains are racist.
They are.
Let's see. They are. Yeah. I have opioids found at a local restaurant. I do have Arby's news if you want it.
I kind of want to. So, what kind of opioids were found at what restaurant? I got to know where they're dealing now.
Okay. That one here. Copy and pasta, and there you go.
For anybody in the chat saying I should have met Rod Stewart at the Red Onion, I don't have a Red Onion near me. Else I would have said that.
There are red onions, and believe it or not, right up the road, there's a Shenanigans.
Oh, wow.
Let's meet at the Red Onion at 7:00.
Second call out on the show tonight. Booberry lives near a Red Onion. There's one less than an hour away. I've asked him to go check it out.
Yeah, please.
And report back.
Well, we got a story here. San Antonio's couple says they found opioid pain pills in nachos. Restaurant
Damn,
manager,
I can try this restaurant.
Yeah. The restaurant manager offered $10 in credit.
There's
That's
a news
not a
story
lot.
here that I think is actually about this.
Where's the restaurant? I'm curious.
Yeah, I want to know where this is. Let's go there.
San Antonio, Joe. Go
It
now.
ain't gonna work.
I want to know what kind of pill this was too. And who wasted this? Like, somebody in back making tacos going, shit, I lost my fucking pill.
Where's my 3 p.m. hit? Where'd it go?
I can't make nachos all day without being high as balls. But there is a news story here, so we'll see if we can play this.
All right, so we've all been here, right? You go through a restaurant's drive-through and you just hope that you're going to get what you paid for.
Yeah, but a local couple claims this weekend they got something extra in a takeout order of nachos. An addictive narcotic medication mixed in with the sour cream.
Investigative reporter Dylan Collier goes behind the kitchen door to get some answers.
Behind the doors.
This Chachos near Poss and Bandera Roads is currently drive-through only while it goes through renovations. Sunday, a local couple ordered food, then brought it home before they say they noticed something in their plate of nachos.
I got the fork and I kind of started pressing on it, and it was hard.
It was a pill. And worse, a Google search by them showed it contained the addictive painkiller hydrocodone,
Xanax,
a narcotic regulated by the federal government. After contacting the restaurant, the stunned couple says a manager offered them a $10 credit.
At this point, it had nothing to do with the food and returning our money. It was more like they needed to investigate this.
Your dining room's not open. We're trying to get a comment on a painkiller being put in somebody's food.
Talk to somebody else.
The manager on duty offered even less assistance.
I'm dealing with KSAT. We're here about the painkiller pill that was in the nachos on Sunday.
Sounds like you want to buy him or what?
Seconds became minutes.
I want another order.
The manager eventually said over the phone that he would not be commenting.
But this possible violation actually took place away from the watchful eye of San Antonio Metropolitan Health, as the restaurant is located inside Leon Valley.
The couple said they are in the process of filing a formal complaint with Leon Valley's health and sanitation officer. reached for comment. Chachos owner said via email, quote, "We have operated multiple restaurants for more than 30 years, serving more than 50,000 customers per week in our restaurants without any such incident or even report of incident. Food safety is and has been our highest priority."
Yep.
For Behind the Kitchen Door, Dylan Collier, KSAT 12 News.
All right. Well, there you go. So it's a Leon Valley Mexican restaurant. So someone's in some trouble here, but it's a whole new line of service.
This looks exactly like the place where this would happen, or something like this.
It's like a teal kind of color.
The website is garbage.
Oh, really?
The menu looks terrible. Like, I don't know. I'm looking at pictures. I did like an image.
Can you put the website in the carrot shop so I can take a look at it and put it up on screen?
I think I did drop it in there.
You did it like 4 minutes ago, Mike.
Oh, I was busy.
Stop looking at drugs.
I was busy like looking at other things.
Pictures of Rod Stewart in a vest.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Yeah, this is a nice website.
Yeah, look at the. Oh, it's a slideshow. I see. I was gonna say there's a photo.
Oh my
of some
god, the
customers.
guacamole is like off green. It's like it has gray skin.
Guacamole. About Us. What is About Us?
God.
Oh,
Dude,
30 years ago.
You gotta post this image. This looks so fucking appetizing.
The one of the guy looking at his nachos. That one?
No, not from the website. I'm.
You can go here. You're in San Antonio. You gotta go here, Joe.
I don't know about that.
Leave now. I'll give you $10 if you go there now.
Well, wait.
Please.
Just keep the show going until you get there.
It's not far. Actually,
but what is this image you have on screen, Cratchit? There's just some guy looking at tacos.
This is from their website. This is
on their website?
This is the guy who lost his pill.
Awful. Yeah.
Look at that greasy lawyer.
He can't find his pill. He's like, wait, what the hell?
I was expecting more pills.
Dude, look at look at that. Did you see that image I pasted into the carrot shop?
I see. I'm looking at images nonstop.
Oh my god! Look at that!
Oh my god! Oh my
They're
god!
literally just piles of whatever.
Oh, what the hell is that? What is that one?
I don't know.
This looks like they
put it on
forgot.
screen. Cratchit, put that on screen. People gotta
bring this one up.
That is so.
This looks like they forgot the rest of the entree.
It's awful looking.
It's loading.
I don't even know what I'm looking at. It just looks like.
Oh my God, Jay! Hook that shit, and we'll get on the.
Yeah, no shit. What is that thing?
There we go.
What is that?
What you want to do if you're just listening? You want to look up Chachos. It's CHA, right?
There's got to be
CHO. Chacho.
Yeah, CHACHOS. And if you look at the image search, I don't know, man. It looks like a fucking somebody ate a bunch of cheese and threw it up on tortilla chips.
Look how thick that is.
It's like 4 inches thick. Each entree comes
4 inches thick.
Each entree comes with its own bag of cheese.
It's crazy the amount of cheese on this. Like you can't see no nachos. It's just cheese upon cheese upon cheese, and in the center of where there should be dip, it's just like more cheese.
More cheese.
It's like a cheese dip. So you're dipping your cheese in like molten cheese.
Oh, what is that one, Joe?
Crap.
What the hell?
It's their King Kong nachos, is what they say. That's not even. This is not safe.
They call it the goblin.
The goblin.
Give me a order. Give me the goblin. I don't even know what we're looking at here. This looks like Klingon food.
Wait. So, Mike, look at this. The one here of the nacho brain, whatever the hell this thing is. Look at there's a cup behind it for scale.
Yeah, it's insane. We're looking at mountains of cheese on top of something we don't know. Cheese is cut, or it could just be literally 8 inches of cheese in a dish next to what I assume is some sort of margarita with cheese.
With cheese, and it's a cheese flavored margarita.
You got cheese dip for your margarita. It's a cheesy margarita
with a cheesy rim.
Instead of salt, it's just cheese.
Just got a tahine rim,
cheese powder.
Or
no wonder why the health department got called.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
It's about the size of a horse penis. It's really big.
That's a lot of cheese.
Dude, I mean, I don't know, man.
You got to go
to
there.
This place.
Okay.
The legends we got to find out if the legends are true.
I'll get the salad.
It just comes with cheese.
Just a bowl of cheese with dressing.
I went to. It's crazy.
Whoa, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. There's at least 8 Chachos.
Pretty good, huh?
You can go from Chacho to Chacho to Chacho.
Yep.
Joe, there's 4 in the San Antonio metro itself. So
you should do the Chacho store in
Chacho tour.
And then you're gonna.
We're going Chacho hopping today. We're gonna do breakfast at Chacho 1, lunch at Chacho 2. We're going to close it down with cheese margaritas after dinner at Chacho's 3 and 4.
Then finish it up with a little painkiller dessert at Chacho's 5.
Right.
Painkiller and go right to the hospital.
With our oxys.
Yeah. Well, you need the painkillers. If you eat all of this cheese, you need the painkillers because in about 4 hours, you are going to have problems.
Yep.
Now, the irony being that opioids also cause massive constipation, so you are plugged up good for a couple of days.
You're going to need more than that, though. You're going to need like Dilaudid shit.
Oh, man. You're going to have to give yourself an enema after Chacho's number 2. Or some kind of suppository just to loosen things up back there.
Maybe that's what's in that glass. It comes with an enema.
Here's your enema with your bowl of cheese.
7 pounds of cheese and an enema kit.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. Dude, this place looks awful.
It looks so bad I got to go there.
I know. We'll come down and visit. We'll all go to Chachos.
All right.
Oh, good Lord.
We'll come on down. We'll do Chachos.
Hit up Chachos for
anytime
Joe's
someone
birthday.
visits you, Joe, anytime someone visits you, you got to take them to Chachos.
Got to go to Chachos.
People have been raving about this place.
I can't even fucking believe I'm still looking at these pictures. It's fucking incredible.
Next time you have a business meeting, take all business meetings at Chachos.
How's their Wi-Fi? Yeah, let's figure it out.
That's not a bad idea. So have all your clients meet you at the nearest Chachos.
Mm-hmm.
And just start working them through one of the giant pile of nachos they've got there.
Lunch will be on both of us because we'll be throwing up immediately after eating it.
The other thing is, do they have like obscene names for these
yeah, the one was like the King Kong nachos. That was the one I sent you. Yeah.
Okay, so they have goofy names. All right, like this is ridiculous.
So
what are the prices?
On their
Chachos
menu,
King Kong nachos.
On their menu is the famous Pile High nachos.
Oh yeah, let's get an image search of that.
I got to know what the.
Oh, wait, here's the description of the Monster King Kong nachos. I'll read the description from the menu.
Yeah, I'm looking at their prices. I want to make sure that we're not going to break the bank here. So a taco plate is just about $9 for a taco plate.
Yeah, but go over to the right. Look at the Monster King Kong nachos full size price.
Full size price. Okay. I'm trying to find the famous Pile High nachos.
Yeah, Monster's at the bottom of that list.
Oh yeah, that's the one you want to go. I got one on Instagram.
$31? I can't afford that.
Dude, this thing looks like it's on. That's almost a foot diameter.
Yeah, look at the cup behind it for scale. There's a drink glass right behind it.
Yeah, Jesus.
And look how thick that is.
That doesn't fit on a tray.
You got to put that up on. Yeah. Oh man.
Fucking big.
I like how the Monster King Kong nachos, the first ingredient in the Monster Kong nachos is a large variety of nachos.
Scratch, that most recent image posted, you got to put that on screen. That is
with the beef peccadillo.
That is crazy what they're serving over there.
All right, try this. Let's see if I can.
That is insane.
Yeah,
this can't be legal.
Oh, it's legal. It's Texas, Mike.
Yeah, the fucking hydrocodone or whatever is the least of their problems over there.
Oh my God!
There's a photo with the description too.
That's the monster. That's $31. I don't know. I'd probably eat it.
Yep.
Depends how depressed I am. I can eat that whole thing.
Let's go to Chachos.
Gumbo Pie says if this was a Hooters arcade combo, he'd go. I think that's okay.
Feels like a Chachos night.
It does feel like a Chachos night.
Yeah, thing is insane, dude. Large variety of nachos, bean and cheese, picadillo ground beef, shredded chicken and house beef fajitas, served with queso, sour cream, and guacamole on the side. And the guacamole, look at it. It looks like it looks like squirt. I mean, let's be honest. It's not green.
We're going into Ukraine. It's a Chachos night.
Just the orders just came in. Got to fly out to Ukraine tomorrow. Better get some Chachos while I still can.
We got to airdrop Chachos to the.
That's not a bad idea.
That will destroy the Russian army.
If they bagged this stuff up and dumped it over the Russians, they'd be like, done.
Damn.
So on that photo, by the way, you can see there is a huge little serving bowl there of nothing but jalapenos. So they're ready for Alex.
Okay. Nice. They're ready.
But that was the guacamole. All right, that makes more sense. Yeah.
I was eating jalapenos during the break.
In between nacho mounds.
in between Chachos.
I try to pace myself between monster nachos with jalapenos.
Got to get some vegetables in there.
Eat it. I was eating during the break.
I think there's been like a severe lack of food news, so I'm really glad we're
we hit it all here. I think we got to get out of here.
This was drugs and nachos news.
Yeah, we did a combo. You're right. Wow.
I know. Maybe I'm getting an order of beef, actually lamb, from a place here, and they always send it with dry ice. So I can get you Chachos and then freeze it so you can thaw it out.
That's even
just
worse.
Ship it regular mail. Standard postal.
Just put it in a box.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in a to-go box, put a stamp on there.
There you go. It'll get here when it's ready.
Oh Lord.
We should just mail fast food to each other.
The idea of these getting frozen and then reheated. Ugh.
You should walk in to the post office with a plate of Chachos nachos and say, I'd like to ship this priority, please.
Oh, even just a plate, like not even in a box.
Yeah, just shove it, just pour it into like a priority mailbox right in front of them. Just all greasy.
One of those flat right boxes, just stuff it in. Oh.
I'm gonna want to insure this.
It's worth $32.
Value. This is absolutely priceless.
I'm going to insure it for $10,000.
But I need money.
So then there are some quick headlines here from the paranormal. Mysterious circle of lights spotted hovering over Beijing. Cursed painting sells for $1,750 on eBay. Yeah.
Man, I got mixed emotions about this one.
What's a cursed painting?
Cursed painting. You buy that painting, it's cursed. It means it comes with spirits locked into it. You're locked in. You buy that painting.
I want to hear about that one.
Okay, we'll do that one real quick.
Could the curse also be on the artist? Would that carry over?
No, I think that, the painting is imbued with negative energy. It's a bad curse, and once you come in possession of it, that curse transfers to you, the new owner of the painting. But we'll read. Maybe it's just a fun curse. We don't know. A man operating under the pseudonym of Dan Smith sold a purportedly cursed painting for $1,750 on eBay last Monday after initially asking only $50 for it. Holy crap.
That's good. That's good. Good.
They got him. Yeah. I mean, so the painting listed under the title "Beware Cursed Vintage Painting Doll Art Creepy Eerie" warning. That's the title of the painting.
It's a bunch of search strings.
Yeah,
for his,
beware. So the title is "Beware Cursed Vintage Painting Dolls Art Creepy Eerie Warning 1967."
Trying to find this painting.
Was said by Smith as a self-described collector of weird stuff to have been purchased from a haggard woman at a flea market who reportedly warned him about the piece prior to selling it to him. Although
this painting's not creepy, I'll put it up, but
that's a creepy looking kid. I found it. It's a creepy looking kid with a creepy looking doll. I mean, that is some creepy stuff.
Look at that face.
So, although Smith said the painting first reminded him of spring and rebirth, he quickly decided instead that it only represents the ending of things or the ends of things. Quote, it didn't take long, he said, before I hit what seemed like an epic losing streak. Among the calamities that Smith reportedly befell him after purchasing the painting were a persistent cold spell that caused the temperature in his house to plummet and a sudden invasion of unnamed insects. After searching for one such insect that had accosted him in bed, Smith said he noticed a crack that had formed in the plaster of his wall. Quote, my house is old with no insulation, and as I put my finger on the fissure to feel the cold air behind it, crumbles of plasterwork dropped to the floor.
Wait, this guy just lives in a shitty old house.
It's a cursed painting. That's the problem. Don't blame the house. The house is fine before this painting showed up, Cratchit. He didn't have an insect infestation. Didn't have a bad losing streak when it comes to gambling. Didn't have plaster falling on the wall.
Oh, man, I found another one of these on eBay. So when you're done with that, we can read the description of this one.
Smith also claimed that the curse had cost his pet hamster his life. So you got to watch out for that one.
A grand jury can indict a hamster.
Yeah, well, maybe the hamster was sentenced to death, but we don't know. After a sleepless night, Smith said that he arose in the early morning hours to begin his day. Quote, I visited my hamster who's typically asleep when I'm awake, but since it was technically still nighttime, my nocturnal pet would be active. Although when I went to her cage, she would still be in bed and not scurrying about on her wheel as expected. Something felt off, but as I approached, I saw the subtle rise and fall of her tiny breathing body. It brought my face close. I brought my face close to the furry rodent, but drew back as aghast as one of the insects from my room pushed his way out from under her bed and inside of her. Okay, so it started. The insect started eating his poor little hamster.
Oh, gross.
Following 5 days of sickness, loneliness, sleeplessness, and uneasiness, Smith said he decided to sell the painting to be rid of it. So he decided to sell it for $50. However, amassing 39 bids, the painting actually sold for 35 times that amount. Smith said he was surprised that the final bid was about $1,700, and he plans on donating the profits to charity.
Then that charity's going to be cursed.
Well, he's donating the profits. The painting is still cursed. The new owner has the curse at this point. So I'd be curious for a follow-up story on the new owner to see if his hamster dies. How many hamsters have to die?
Well, I'm curious, if you sell a cursed item and that curse transfers to that person, but you profit on that cursed item, there's got to be some blowback on you.
It is cursed money at that point. I do agree that there is some sort of energy exchange there. He should have been firm. I will only sell it for the price that I bought it for. So he did gain money out of that, and that is blood money.
Yeah, and because it's digital, it's on eBay, right? So he gets paid through probably PayPal, right? So does that mean his PayPal account is now cursed? So no, you can't just get rid of that money.
I think that is just a medium of exchange, and that the person who actually receives the final destination for the money or the painting is the one who will be subjected to the curse. This is my opinion.
So the bank is now cursed?
No, they didn't receive the money. They're a conduit. They're a medium of exchange. If he would have deposited the money, then...
But he just said he's going to give the money to charity. So now that money that's cursed, directly tied to the sale of a cursed item, gets passed on to a charity.
Yeah, okay. He cursed a charity, you're right. Mm-hmm. So they are the final recipients of the cursed money. So yeah, and then they're going to spread the curse out. So they're going to buy probably food or blankets or hamsters for kids. We don't know. And
they're going to teach kids how to paint. Oh, it's just a cycle. This would also be a very good gift for a white elephant Christmas exchange or a Secret Santa.
Ah, cursed painting. Yes.
Like here's an ugly painting. People are like, oh yeah, thanks, Mike. This is great. I'll just hang this up over here. Like, haha, now you're cursed.
Well, there you go. There's some stories there. Chrissy, what do you got? I don't think we're gonna have time to open up the phone lines.
Let's stay on the cursed painting thing. I found another one on eBay that's for sale right now.
Okay.
And it would be fun to just kind of look at it's in the carrot shop. It'd be fun to look at just the description of this. Well, actually, I take it back. It's a cursed painting, but in the description, it's a haunted painting.
It does say crying boy cursed painting, beware. You gotta be careful about this stuff. When did this go up for auction?
It's live now, so recently.
I wonder if they heard about the hubbub of the other one and said, hey, everything I list on eBay is cursed.
Yeah, these Nike shoes are cursed.
I have a cursed helmet tape from 1994. It features the hit song "Unsung." It's cursed though.
Got a set of Elbrock lifters for a Hemi. These are cursed.
So we're looking at a cursed painting of this boy who spilled milk and is playing with a choo-choo train. And then his teddy bear, it looks like it's ripped and very like the stuffing's coming out. It's not very well put together.
Cursed stuffing.
But the kid's not crying over spilled milk. If you know what I'm saying? Like the kid seems pretty apathetic to the situation.
Look, I've got the zoom in photo here, and you can see a tear in the corner of his eye.
All right, okay. The kid is crying over his spilled milk.
Ugh, look at that face.
So this is a cursed painting. It is selling. The asking price is $500. $500, or you can do $44 a month over 12 months if you want to with PayPal credit.
I want that curse extended.
I got to finance this curse, please.
One curse, please. So there's a very detailed description of the history behind this haunted painting.
Of course. And this painting was originally commissioned by the loving parents of a child who was to be painted by a renowned local artist at the time. When the boy died unexpectedly of a mysterious illness, the painting remained unfinished. What's that?
He died of climate change.
Oh, well.
It was definitely not the vax.
The parents obviously didn't choose to have a reminder of their late, much-beloved son. The artist then stored the uncompleted canvas in a dark and dusty corner of her studio. There it remained for many years and forgotten and unpleasant reminder of the boy's untimely death. Years later, the artist herself became afflicted with mysterious illness that left her disabled and unable to paint. During the move out and the emptying of the studio, among all the many stacks of canvases, this painting emerged, rediscovered, and unknowingly brought into the light despite all the unfortunate circumstances that had surrounded it. Upon seeing the painting again after all these years, the artist became violently ill. She kept a diary, and in her entry reported that she felt as if it engulfed and surrounded her with emotions she had originally only ever experienced all these many years ago. It became fresh in her mind. It was when she originally applied paint to the canvas. She explained that as an artist paints, they develop a unique closeness to the subject of the painting, pouring many hours into each and every detail to bring that subject to life. She then promptly demanded that this canvas be immediately disposed of and destroyed. Mysteriously, it wound up in a bin in a local thrift store. Another artist, unaware of the nature of the backstory of this poor, unfortunate child, purchased the painting from the thrift store with the intention of painting over it in an attempt to reuse a perfectly good canvas. Feelings of extreme agitation and frustration emerged after repeated coats of gesso when the image of the boy continued to re-emerge. It could not be covered. After her fruitless attempts and inability to continue to give this canvas new life, the artist decided to let her imagination run wild and intuitively produce what would become this painting, The Crying Boy. So she finished a good chunk of this.
Well, it sounds like she was trying to cover over it to reuse the canvas.
Yeah, use gesso.
In the course of then painting, the boy kind of reemerged from the canvas.
Yeah. All right.
I would then give this to somebody for Christmas or sell it on eBay. That's what I would do.
Upon completion, due to the dark and foreboding that this page, this doesn't make any sense. Upon completion, due to the dark and foreboding that this painting has conjured, it has been hidden from view, again to be stored in a darkened corner, upside down and turned to face the wall. It has had anyone who views it uneasy and uncomfortable. As stated, there have been many reports of supernatural occurrences surrounding this painting's long history. Images within the painting have been known to change position. Anyone who has witnessed the image has experienced extreme discomfort to be in physical presence of this painting. There are dark and somewhat hidden messages contained within this within that were intuitively relayed to the second artist from unknown supernatural forces. Feces.
So the best part, read the red text at the very bottom of the description.
The sale's final.
Yeah, I'd like to return this cursed painting, please. What's wrong with it? Curse doesn't work.
It's not as cursed as I thought it would be.
I've been aiming at people and it's not cursing them.
What is this shit?
Just a picture of
an
a boy.
Organic curse or GMO?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what kind of painting they used or wood. I don't even know if it's an okay painting. You know, it's okay.
I wouldn't hang it up anywhere in my house.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I believe in cursed objects. I think that those things do exist. I don't know if this is a cursed painting. $500 though. It seems kind of steep.
It's all about that choo-choo train story. I thought I could.
Yeah, right there. That box right there. Yeah.
And it's on the wallpaper too.
I thought I could.
I can.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that story. That's
the little train who could, Joe.
Little engine.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Which I think is racist.
At this point, yes.
Did you say the little engine that could?
That's what
it is. It's a steam engine.
Steam engine?
Yeah.
I think I can.
Oh, right.
So this is a cursed painting right there. I mean, if you search eBay for cursed,
there's a lot of stuff cursed and haunted on eBay.
Cursed pirate girl.
They have cursed pickles.
I'm not sure. There may be a cursed pickle painting. You might be able to get that.
So I've typed in cursed painting. That child one we just talked about comes up. That's second, and then we have a cursed painting. Well, it's a bad painting of this girl. Then there's one cursed object painting, hot dog, for $750.
Cursed hot dog?
A cursed hot dog painting.
Hot dog party?
It is a bit of a hot dog party, isn't it? Maurice, cursed object painting, hot dog, unique oddities, mysterious. What's
$750? I got that on.
$750. Buy him, he will bring you luck. Whether it's good luck or bad luck is to be determined. You will enjoy him either way. Seriously, buy him. 14 inches by 14 inches. Shit's for Eddie Merrill. So you got to buy him. Maurice, the hot dog.
He busy in the chat says the little engine that could fuck off.
Yeah, well.
That'd be a good book.
Hot dogs.
But I decided the time had come to overcome my lifelong fear. Hot dogs.
Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton needs to buy this painting.
He probably painted it.
Yeah, maybe.
1.2 trillion hot dogs.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hot dogs.
He's got an incredible. Bill Clinton's got this incredible story about hot dogs.
Soon after we arrived, we learned Hillary would have to give birth by cesarean section because the hot dogs was in breech, upside down in the womb, and that they could cut Hillary open from head to toe and I wouldn't get sick or faint. At 11:24 p.m., I held Hillary's hand and looked over the screen blocking her view of the cutting and bleeding to see the doctor lift our hot dogs out of her body. It was the happiest moment of my life. Our little hot dogs was a healthy 6 pounds, 1 3/4 ounces. While Hillary was in the recovery room, I carried hot dogs out to Mother and anyone else who was available to see the world's most wonderful hot dogs.
You spent some time on that shit.
I did, yeah. That was back in the day.
Imagine a world with endless supply of hot dogs.
I'm sure he relishes in that moment.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you do?
Okay, just go on eBay. There's a lot of cursed paintings out there. There's some cheap ones. There's some expensive ones. Anyone can be involved in the cursed paintings. In fact, I'm going to start making cursed NFTs.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Dude, that actually sounds good.
I'm going to make a cursed NFT this weekend and start selling it. No one take my idea.
I like people describing NFTs as not a fucking thing, which is exactly what I think of them. I don't know why you want to do one, Mike. It's the same thing
just
with
to do
Bitcoin.
one.
I'm straddling on Bitcoin. Like, do I really believe it? They shut down the grid. It's like, you're fucked.
Oh, yeah. If they shut down the grid, like, crypto's no-go. So, yeah, I have some crypto. I'm not like a heavy investor. I don't own any NFTs. I would sell them. It's just like the marketplace are a little weird, but I think I'll start the cursed NFT marketplace, and I will curse it. I will do the proper things to ensure that it is cursed and put the energy in there. So beware, buyer beware.
Do you want to go to the next level and create an actual cursed digital currency? You could call it Curse Coin.
Okay. Let's do it. We'll start one. Make it happen. Why not? It's time it's time that OBDM has its own cryptocurrency at this point. We've done everything else. Let's do that.
Give me money, I kill you.
You want an article about people criticizing people ordering coffee at the airport?
Yeah, kind of.
How about one about Stephen Hawking being concerned that we've given away our position in space to space aliens?
Yeah, well, we've been concerned about that for a while. I think that ship has sailed. I would rather hear about airport coffee.
Okay, one other one as an option. What about people complaining that the Whopper is being shrinkflated and is now too small?
Well, I believe that. I think that just goes with the flow of how everything's working nowadays. So the Whopper's so the quarter pounder is no longer a quarter pounder.
Quarter pounder is an eighth of a pound now.
It's an eighth of a pound now. I'm assuming that's the way where we're going.
Well, remember, the claim with a quarter pounder is they start with a quarter pound before the beef is cooked, so they could make it weigh whatever they want.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It'd be a charcoal briquette in there by the time
the shrinkflation happens on the grill.
That's our new grilling method.
Yeah.
They're flame broiled and shrinkflated.
Well, I'll let you. You can pick the story. That's it. If you want to advocate for a certain story, that's fine.
All right, I'm gonna go with this one because on the recent tinfoil hat, they went off on Antarctica.
They did.
Spent quite a bit of time talking about how to get there, and so for anybody who's interested, here is an option to go to Antarctica.
And on the most recent one, it was Alex Jones and Eddie Bradvo and Sam Tripoli and Hibler. There is all about flat Earth, and they're like, Alex Jones is like saying, "Listen, I'll book flights, I'll book a cruise, we'll do a documentary, we're going to go down to Antarctica. Let's do it, buddy." And Hibler's like, "No, we can't. They'll turn us back." And Bravo's on the same page, like, "No, we can't even get there. It's going to be impossible." What I think they should do, just go to the southernmost tip of South America that you can and launch a high altitude balloon. And then you're closer to the supposed ice wall and you'll be able to get a better view. So just launch a high altitude balloon from there and you'll be able to see over the wall. You don't got to.
What's a town down there in Argentina? Ushuaia? Is that the town?
That's the place with all the Nazis?
No, that's
Hitlerville?
That's Hibler town. No, that's San Carlos de Barliosh, I believe. Is that one? It's like the German Bavarian town in the middle of Argentina. So.
Well, this headline here is about the Antarctica, and it's titled, here's the headline, British charity hunts for team to run Antarctica post office.
That's a funny headline.
That's going to be a dedicated team of, wait a second. Oh, British charity. So this is going to be a British-run post office. So a British charity is searching for people to spend 5 months in Antarctica to run the world's most remote post office. Eddie Bravo.
Yeah, Eddie Bravo live from Antarctica.
Yeah, this is for Eddie Bravo and Sam Tripoli doing their cabin fever podcast down in Antarctica while they're holed up there for 5 months doing God knows what to each other.
There. That's your documentary. You lock those two guys in a tiny post office in Antarctica.
Get those two guys and the guy from the Southwest flight, and you're gonna have a good time.
All right, so the second sentence is a real winner.
The team will maintain the Port Lockroy base and be responsible for counting penguins, though they will be without running water. The UK Antarctic Heritage Trust says it usually gets hundreds of applications for these jobs. Really? It will be the first time the site will be open to the public since the pandemic. What?
Why was it closed? Is someone going to come down there and cough on them?
Yeah. It would seem like it would be a perfect place to ride out the pandemic. They do viral research down there in Antarctica. So I don't know. Something funky's going on down there.
Probably smells funky.
I mean, I'm with the guys that something funky's going on with Antarctica. We've had enough stories about Nazi expeditions and Hollow Earth and crashed alien vehicles and various heads of state visiting down there.
Yeah.
Something's going on down
flurry
there.
of people all good, like the Pope and John Kerry and Putin himself went down there. Just God only knows what's happening.
I hope there's an ice wall. I hope the Earth is flat. It would make this world that much more interesting. But as I said before, I'm a 75% round Earth or 25% flat. And you can throw in Hollow Earth and Inner Earth throughout each of the models. I'm open. But
I just want to see the turtles.
I want to see Eddie Bravo out there counting penguins like it's
because that's his job. He's out there all depressed and holding a clipboard and counting penguins.
Yeah, he kicks Sam awake like, wake up, asshole. It's time to count the penguins today.
Yep.
4. That's how many there are.
Yeah.
4
Fucking clown world.
All right. Well, I'll let Sam know on the next Union of the Unwanted that you could do it. You have to be a British citizen to get this job, though. This is a UK.
I don't know what the limitations are. Candidates are required to have a good level of physical fitness, environmental awareness, and a knowledge of minimum impact living.
That's Sam.
Minimum impact living. Yeah, you're living in a fucking tent with no water.
Dude, Eddie Bravo and Sam can do this right now. They understand all those things.
It says they'll be tasked with running the gift shop and post office.
That's fantastic. Sam loves gifts.
Now I got to run a gift shop and a post office and count penguins?
Yeah. It's a lot of jobs they're piling on you.
Yeah.
The team will also look after the artifacts and museum inside.
Now they're museum curators?
Jeez. Also, can you fix a network and can you cook me a Whopper?
You're going to have to take out the trash, too.
Wow, I didn't realize this.
How much does it pay?
The site usually welcomes 18,000 people during the Antarctic summer.
Wow.
All at once? Like they just show up on a big-ass boat?
I guess they drop them off on a blimp or something.
They're parachuting in.
Yeah, parachute out. Good luck. We'll bring a tugboat for you later.
They talked a lot about bringing GoPros and stuff around. I feel like there should be more of that. Shouldn't the people who are lucky enough to get up on the space station and everything, they should, here's me going into the space station from the shuttle when we docked. Like, they made some really good points.
Yeah. It's like I shoot useless footage all the time, just of my dog and my cat, and I have it. And I just take out my phone and it's like, here's my dog sleeping. And I do that. They can't do that when they're in the most interesting environment in the entire history of mankind, like orbiting a space station, and they're not taking these crappy little selfie videos like constantly all the time. I guess not. I guess it's not that important.
It could be a pressure thing because or something, because I do remember, and this is one of the reasons why Ohio still sucks, is I was jogging. I was up there for the holidays. I think it was around, I don't know, upper teens, lower 20s. And I'm running with my phone. This is before headphone or like AirPods or whatever. And the damn thing just shut down.
Yeah, it's the cold.
It's too cold. We're done.
That's the cold.
Yeah, so I could see the pressure being a factor.
Well, I mean, Listen, I think they can figure that out. The pressure they're in pressurized cabins, so they'll be fine.
And if they could drive around little dune buggies and have these things take pictures of Mars and is it a squirrel and all this other shit, like, and they can figure that out.
And just for the sake of documenting stuff, why wouldn't NASA have like approved cameras? Like, yeah, we're going to do this for social media. I don't think anything is like mission critical or like super top secret. So just start filming stuff and post it.
Live stream that bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not doing it. That's it, guys. We got to get out of here. Yeah, that's our time.
I've been filling out the application while you're talking.
All right. What's the pay, though? They didn't say.
Yeah, suspiciously no pay listed.
And this is being like run by a British charity. So are they expecting people to work for free down there to count penguins?
15.
Fight for 15?
I'm not doing it for less than $15. An hour.
You get paid one penguin an hour. We'll pay in penguins.
I'll do it for free, but I'm keeping 3 penguins. What's that AJ meme? They don't want you to notice, but the penguins are free.
Yeah. The ducks at the park are free. You can just take them. I
got 450 penguins at home.
I hope that's true because motherfucker, I'll buy a house. Mike, you should steal some ducks from the park.
Okay. Well, I got ducks.
Antrim Park has ducks. Remember?
I got ducks right across the street. Like, there are ducks everywhere around here.
Grab them,
motherfuckers. Geese. What do you want me to do with them?
They're delicious.
All right. Well, they do have duck eggs are nice. They're very dense.
Very flavorful.
Man,
they're
great
like
for
chicken
bread.
eggs times 2.
Yeah, if you can get a good duck egg, it's amazing. Then I have this headline here. I quit my job as a lawyer and use my psychic abilities to communicate with the dead.
That's good news.
Ghost lawyer?
Ghost lawyer.
Man. Why is that not a show? Ghost.
I was coming up with a show called Father Dad. It's a new sitcom called Father Dad. And
who's doubly your father?
Well, it's the premise of my new sitcom, which I'm producing, and I do have Sam Tripoli attached to be the lead in this.
I need pickles.
It is a story of a priest who has a family, unbeknownst to the church, and so he has a family at where he is the priest, and so he has to hide his family. Like, he's got like 2 kids and a wife, so he has to dress his kids up like monks and priests, and then he has to dress his wife up like a nun. And the tagline is "Living in sin has never been so funny."
Though, keep in mind, many denominations, even those within the Catholic Church, do allow priests to marry and have children.
Father, Dad.
In fact, there were many
fucking
popes.
Clown world.
There are many historical popes who had kids. They obviously did not officially recognize them, but it was not unusual for papal staff to have families. So,
well, all right. Well, way to ruin my sitcom.
I do like your idea of them having to quickly put on a nun's habit and dress the kids up as altar boys.
Yes, and even the family dog has to dress up like a priest because that's funny.
Some sort of dog priest?
I was thinking, Bob Saget was attached to star in this as well, but he hasn't returned my calls. So
he had his skull crushed in after somebody recorded him having rough sex. Wait, no, that was Bob Crane. Sorry.
No. One of these Bobs.
By the way, Dog Priest would be a good spinoff.
Maybe season 4, when the dog becomes the most popular character in Father Dad, then Dog Priest could emerge.
What was that sitcom in like the 90s? Remember, it had a talking dog that was like a throwaway character, and then it became like the main character because it was by far the most interesting. I can't remember the name of that.
Spuds McKenzie, the dog who sold beer.
Spuds McKenzie, Lord,
that's the only dog I know from the 90s. But real quick, this other great premise for a sitcom: I quit my job as a lawyer to use my psychic abilities and communicate with the dead. Oh yes. When she was young, Alexa Rock thought that everyone could see them, the mysterious figures she'd see as she'd walk into the room, who would suddenly disappear in such a way that she doubted whether she'd seen them at all. However, as time went by, Alexa from London came to realize that her parents couldn't see the 4 beings who gathered around her bed at night while she was wide awake. They gave her medication for hallucinations, but still, the figures came night after night. Such visions could understandably be scary for a young child who, even as an adult, can still recall the fear she felt. She and her family moved into a converted house on the grounds of an old hotel, a hotel that had long since gained a reputation for being haunted. Alexa, who had been about 8 years old at the time, says that she was too terrified to go upstairs on her own on the account that the ghostly woman who lived on the first floor. According to Alexa, she was always there. She even started to leave markings on the wall. It was scary at the time, but her parents assumed she was simply being overexcited. When Alexa grew up, she thrived in the competitive arena of corporate law, becoming a partner in her own firm while taking on lucrative high-profile cases. She enjoyed her career and still harnessed her unusual sensitivities in everyday life to help her choose houses and office spaces alike. So she is a psychic lawyer. This is a great premise for a TV show.
What is it? Psychic lawyer or ghost lawyer? Because you can't have psychic ghost lawyers. Too confusing.
You're right. We really, the brand, we got to come up with, the branding is very important here.
Mm-hmm. I like ghost lawyer. That's a little more interesting, but are all her clients ghosts?
Bisexual psychic lawyer.
Too many words.
However, by the time she hit the age of 30, Alexa found herself reaching burnout with the stress levels and working long hours, impacting her dreams of starting a family. She took a much needed step back and soon became pregnant with her first child. A ghost child? We don't know.
I believe at that point it would be ghost paralegal.
Yes. But it wasn't until her third child was born that she knew what she was meant to do. Quit the legal profession altogether. She, quote, I had a big spiritual awakening after my daughter was born, and my grandmother, who I never met because she was killed in a traffic accident when my dad was 10, came through to me very, very strongly as a guide for my daughter and as a guide for me. I knew that I wouldn't be going back to being a lawyer. So there you go. So she's a ghost lawyer. This is quite the story here. So she picked up and left. Okay.
So in digging around, apparently in 2015, this is from Something Awful. Remember Something Awful? Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
2015, they posited there was going to be as one of their satirical articles, they posited there would be a new Netflix series called Ghost Lawyer, starring James Woods.
Oh, nice.
So, and I have the image up there on the screen.
Just a couple. I'm gonna read a couple more to this because I find this fascinating. One day, Alexa's friend expressed feeling her late father's presence at her home, having smelled his leather jacket in smoke that very morning. At this point, Alexa says her friend's dad was actually there in the same room as them and was putting pressure on her to deliver the message. Alex recalled, he came right into my body. I wouldn't say possessed because I think that's a strong word to use, but some people might say that. He was putting immense pressure on my shoulders, and my friend could see that I was in distress and kept asking me what was happening. And I said, I can't tell you. You won't believe me. It's ridiculous. All the while, the spirit remained in Alexa's ear, pushing her to the point where the pressure was so immense, she delivered the message to her friend, telling her, it's true. It is real, and there is life after death. The friend knew at once who was speaking, and as her father had promised to deliver a message confirming there was life on the other side. Okay. I like that story because a lot of people say, hey, that was one of Houdini's things. Like a lot of psychics claimed that they could contact anybody. And Houdini said, when I die, I'll give my wife a secret word. And if the psychic can tell her that secret word, then that's proof that there is life after death because I'll be in communication with that. But to my knowledge, no psychic ever spoke that secret word to Houdini's wife.
That secret word is rhubarb.
I think it's still kind of a mystery.
Is it?
I don't know if it was that.
It's not rhubarb?
I think it's.
Have you ever seen a man's blank?
Is blank?
Is it this word? Was somebody trying to pronounce it as they're possessed?
Thrombocytopenia?
It's a very difficult secret word.
It's like, why am I saying this?
It's a very difficult secret word to use.
Yeah, do not use complex medical terms as your secret word to reach out to people from the afterlife.
All right, here's
it will
our
not
safe
go
word.
well. Yeah, don't use that as a safe word either. That's a bad idea.
So now, instead of being a lawyer, she works as a professional intuitive, carrying out intuitive readings and spiritual coaching using the psychic abilities she's been honing for years. According to her website, Alexa's guidance has previously helped hundreds of clients to recognize their own inner strength and ability to heal their past, thrive in the present, and create an incredible future. Absolutely. I do believe in psychics.
I would think there'd be a great advantage to being a psychic lawyer, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a missed opportunity.
Your Honor, he did it. Wait,
I can tell.
I just know.
I just know things.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I think there's that would be, you could really lean into that. I wouldn't publicize it.
It's not something like a lot of people are turned off to psychic abilities, and they think it's a little frou-frou. I mean, I bet some pretty good ones.
Isn't there a psychic lawyer who calls into coast to coast all the time? What's his name?
A psychic lawyer?
I thought there wasn't that. I may be misremembering things.
There was a time traveler who called into coast to coast at our bell. That was John Teeter. John Titter.
Titor.
Titor.
He had to come back to get an old computer chip.
Yeah, I think from an Amiga or something like that. If I remember correctly. But I want to have more psychics on the show. I don't know that many. I'd love to talk with them. I like predictions and communicating with the afterlife kind of stuff. I got questions for my buddy Spanky. I did, like, after Spanky died, I kept waiting for some sort of like message, and because Spanky knows I'm into this kind of stuff. And while I didn't have like a message per se, I did have several dreams where Spanky was in them. And there was one where Spanky and I, for some reason, we were hanging out in a bathroom and he was eating a sandwich.
All right, then.
That's as Spanky as
you want to
take
gets. Take that one to your counselor and see if they can figure out what's going on there.
That's as Spanky as it gets. That's exactly what we'd be doing. Hanging out in the bathroom, flushing Trump papers and eating sandwiches.
Getting rid of classified information for Trump and
flushing White House documents. Yeah.
Wait, are you making sandwiches in the bathroom, or do you bring it with them?
Okay. I think you bring it in. It's like,
so he's like, Mike, I got you a bunch more documents we need to flush. Also, here's a sandwich.
It's just like when you go to Arby's, you don't make your sandwich in the bathroom at Arby's. You buy your sandwich and then you go into the bathroom.
And if you don't, the sandwich forces you into the bathroom.
Yeah, you just go in there, sit down, start eating. Because, I mean, that's the best place to be. Ground zero right there, pal.
Well, and that's why all those plasticine booths at Arby's are shaped like toilets, too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, we're going to move on. You got some stories over there?
I do. So I put one in the carrot shop already. We want to stay on theme here.
Okay. The Somerset ghost, which tells people who visit the spot to fuck off. So a ghost tells people to just kind of piss off. Not piss off.
This ghost is not having any of it. Yeah.
Fuck off!
There, we have audio of it right there.
Yeah, right there. There's the ghoul. The ghoul is said to be a woman in white who apparently tells people to leave in no uncertain terms.
Look at that woman.
Yeah, exactly. Ghost hunters were called into a Somerset beauty spot over reports of an angry ghoul that is shouting and swearing at tourists. Holy crap.
You fucking goddamn degenerate fucks!
The potty mouth spook is said to be a woman in white who apparently yells at people visiting the Quantock Hills to fuck off.
You fucking goddamn fucker!
The rude apparition is said to haunt an area known as Dead Woman's Ditch at Overstowe. The site on the Aquatic Hills in Somerset, it was named after the murder of Jane Walford by her husband, John, in 1789. But now the foul-mouthed phantom is apparently lurking in the area with reports of a swearing apparition.
What the fuck's your problem?
Exactly.
Wait, has she been swearing at people for over 200 years?
I think so, very consistently, apparently.
Just constant.
But now the foul-mouthed phantom apparently lurking in the area with reports of swearing apparitions. So ghost hunting couple Christine and Dave Thomas launched an investigation into the paranormal in 2020. But the foul-mouthed phantom is... Okay, I'm sorry, reread that one. Christine claims that she was shouted at and told to fuck off by the nasty, evil spirits. Okay.
Dave Thomas?
I don't know.
Founder of
I guess
Wendy's?
Dave Thomas, the founder of Wendy's, is now a ghost. He's a ghostbuster.
He's a ghost, so he's also a ghost-busting ghost.
He busts himself. The pair claimed to have had other encounters there with the ghost of the murder from 1798. Dave said, "There's definitely something there. My wife has experienced it for a long time. There are two types of voices. There is the residual memories being replayed, which people pick up on without being able to communicate with. Then there are voices you can interact with, which you can have an exchange with, which can answer questions. Not all, but some are quite nasty, evil spirits. Not everyone is aware of ghosts. That's because some people have weaker barriers than others and are more likely to come across one. Other locals have reported seeing the ghost there. One said, when I was about 17, on my way home from work, driving along a cold road, I saw a bright white figure on the side of the road and I slowed down. It appeared to be a woman completely dressed in white, old-fashioned clothing. I couldn't take my eyes off it and drove past. I couldn't bring myself to turn around and have another look."
Was she swearing at him?
There was no mention of swearing in that instance.
Yeah, that's an unrelated anecdote.
Yeah. These are other people seeing ghosts, but not like anything. Not like swearing. Okay. So, okay, there's only like a few. Like what I pick up on here, it's swearing, but there's not like every instance there is of a swearing person. It's just a few. That's it.
No! No, 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 no! No!
That'd be an angry ghost.
I like the idea of you stopping by the side of the road and a ghost just starts yelling at you.
Yeah.
No fucking way, no fucking way, no fucking way, no fucking way!
That's an angry ghost too. Yeah. All right. I like that one. So when a Ghostbuster shows up there, like they show up to find ghosts, but in this, like Dave Thomas, it doesn't say he was like hired to bust the ghosts, like to get rid of them.
He's doing he's doing it on his own accord for free.
But he's not busting them. He's not removing them. He's just investigating them. There's no busting. There's just ghosting. He's just going there to find the ghosts, not really to document it. He's not really going there to try to rid their spirits.
Maybe that's why the ghost is yelling at him then.
Yeah, he's lazy.
Yeah, come on, man. You're a Ghostbuster. You're terrible at this.
Yeah. All right. I mean, that's all. I mean, that's a curious one. I'm surprised there's not any EVP, electro voice recordings of this.
Like your microphone?
I mean, if you go there with a recorder, you can pick up anomalies.
No, is your microphone by Electro Voice?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is true. But just take a tape recorder there or some kind of digital recorder, and you can pick up weird things that are not audible by the human ear when you're in that area. Upon playback, you probably can hear some stuff. I don't know. I want to hear
the ghost yelling at people.
That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that on tape. Maybe there is a YouTube of it, but I don't know. I haven't looked yet. I don't know. We'll find out.
Ghost lady yelling.
Woman in white yelling at Somerset. Ghost.
You goddamn accuser.
Yeah, you goddamn fucking accuser. Do I have that? I don't know. Those are somewhere.
What the heck would you have called those?
They're somewhere.
Is it
I
this
think
one?
Meyer.
Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser!
Yeah, that's her. Is that the Meyer lady?
Yeah, Meyer. You have Meyer spelled with. You're missing the first E. That's why.
Yeah, I don't need
M-Y-E-R.
That E
I got no time for that E.
It just slows me down.
We're in a rush.
Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker!
God, that lady
Accuser
was.
of the fucking brethren. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And a third one here. It's this
You
one.
motherfucking accuser!
There we go. That's
She
what
was
we want.
good.
He was upset.
Yeah, she was very upset. I remember she was standing in line at Myers and she was like yelling at a guy. And I don't think she was there buying anything. That's why I think they asked her to leave.
She's actually a ghost who haunts the express line at Myers.
I remember
right, ma'am, you're going to have to leave.
She was a healthy looking ghost. She put on a few pounds. Like there's not like a lot of overweight ghosts that I've noticed.
Well, maybe she doesn't know she's a ghost yet.
Nah, that's true. All right, one more story, Cratchit.
One more. Okay, I'm going to skip to this one. I've got two versions of this story, depending on how it gets covered. One is coming from the actual company itself, which is I'm skeptical of. But you were just in Florida, and this is the sort of shenanigans you could have had if you went to the other park.
Drunken naked brawl breaks out at Disney World in wild scene.
That's some good news on that front.
Wow.
You guys are at the wrong park.
Yeah, we are at Universal. We should have went down to Disneyland right across the street. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. A Jerry Springer-style brawl broke out at Disney World between a pair of drunken naked sisters.
Come in naked.
Culminating in the duo tussling in the bushes after one slipped on the other's vomit, according to court papers. That's a cartoon right there. That is just what cartoons do. Yeah. There we go. Slip it on vomit, flying through the air.
Anything more like this one, right?
That's a good one, yeah. The newly revealed late October incident reads like a plot from the episode of The Jersey Shore, according to the Disney blog WTWNT, and is the latest in a series of headline-grabbing disputes or dust-ups at the Orlando, Florida theme park. Well, I mean, is it just a whole blog that covers fights at Disney World? Because I do remember before the pandemic, there was a monster brawl that happened at Disney World. People were pulling weaves and like throwing shit. It was like, I remember like 10 people like brawling at Disney World 2019. What a year that was.
Well, let's see. We've got a fight at Disneyland Toontown. I'm looking for video of that.
I'm looking for this video where someone's slipping in vomit and then getting all pissed. I would be pissed if I slipped in some vomit.
Well, it sounds like they were already at Loggerheads. Let me try this one. They were already at Loggerheads before the vomit made an appearance.
Well, the ill-fated evening started out with the sisters who were tourists from New Jersey grabbing dinner at Disney Springs at the steakhouse and then hitting the Irish pub for drinks, according to details recently revealed in Florida Circuit Court papers. When the sisters, aged 29 and 31, were ready to go back to their hotel room off the resort property, their phone died, and a Disney security guard helped them call an Uber. The Uber driver refused to take them, saying they were too drunk, so the security guard called a taxi. While they were waiting, the pair began arguing. The older sister called the younger sister a bad mom and slapped her, according to court papers. In return, the younger sister allegedly threatened to punch her. They just threatened. Police from Orlando County Sheriff arrived around 12:40 a.m. I mean, that's long after Disney closed, right?
Yeah. How long were they? I mean, it sounds like they were probably pre-gaming.
Yeah.
Were they staying drunk?
I guess. I mean, there are bars and restaurants outside the theme parks that stay open, and so they're probably doing that.
Oh, God.
So the police arrived at 12:40 a.m. to find their younger sister screaming and crying in tears near Cirque du something, some French
Cirque du Soleil.
Some Soleil steps.
Yeah,
That's it? They're hanging out with the clowns?
Yeah, they was like, hey, these guys do crazy water acrobatics. Let's go drink with them. They look cool.
Fucking Clown World.
It was fucking Clown World. On the steps of, okay. After attempting to calm the situation, the security manager said one of the females slapped the other in the face. At that point, both females began punching and slapping and pulling each other's hair. The security manager pulled the two drunk women apart, but in true trashy reality show fashion, they rushed each other again. Once separated, both sisters ran at each other, slipped in the younger sister's vomit, then fell into the bushes while still fighting. According to the security guard, the younger sister ran a few feet away and took off her dress, exposing her breasts. Shortly after, they began to punch each other again. Evidently the pair were separate. Eventually the pair were separated and arrested. Disney didn't have video of the brawl, the report said, adding,
why not?
Yeah, why not? Always be recording, Disney.
Yeah, come on. The security guard should have shown up. He's like, all right, hold on, ma'am, just let me get my camera. All right, now continue fighting.
This would have a more satisfying conclusion than the Boba Fett series I watched. But this one's not on video. So Disney didn't have video of the brawl. The report said it, adding that when the police questioned the younger sister, all she wanted to talk about was how she didn't like her sister's boyfriend. Okay. The cops want to hear that. Both women were arrested for misdemeanor domestic violence, battery, and disorderly intoxication. The state's attorney office declined to pursue criminal charges. Wow. Declined to pursue criminal charges.
My guess is they more like, we didn't want to be bothered with these women.
Each of the sisters who didn't sustain any injuries also requested that the other not be persecuted. Okay. I like it. All's well that ends well. Now that is a memory for the trip right there.
Yeah. Did they stop and get the Mickey Mouse hats with their names on it afterwards?
They probably puked in the hats. It was a vomit receptacle.
I didn't. So because as they mentioned in the story, there's no video of this one. I did find video of the other fight from 2 years ago, which was the big brawl.
Yeah, that was huge.
Oops, I didn't put it in the carrot shop for you. There you go. Sorry.
Fight at Disney Toontown. I'll bring this up on screen. Yeah. This is a good one. And it's just people arguing. And I think there's some yelling. I'll see if I can play this. And we'll wind down the show with this because people.
Don't disrespect my brother, see I don't give a fuck, bitch.
They're running away fast.
I like how there was a mobility scooter in that one. I wasn't sure how it was involved, but it was there. It adds to the mystery.
We don't know who it's for.
It's for the victor. You win the fight, you get the scooter. How about the Schwarzenegger news? You want that one?
Yeah, sure. You teased it up front. Let's see if we can.
I did, and there's video for this, so
okay,
makes Mike happy.
Yeah, if I don't got to read, it's a good day. All right.
Get all your Schwarzenegger clips ready.
Okay, I got everything I can.
All of them. Hit all the buttons.
So is it the YouTube thing right down there? Okay, so
well, that's the video. It's a promo, but so there's a story and then the promo video for the event.
Well, I'm not seeing like a video, a story for the actual news article here.
No, there's no. Oh, sorry, yeah, there's not a story for the news article. There is the promo video for the event. They're actually the news articles about.
I see. Oh, I see. Okay, so Arnold Schwarzenegger and Logan Paul are hosting a slap fighting tournament. This seems ridiculous.
That's good news.
I guess it is good news. Okay. Should we play? I guess we played a promo.
Yeah, let's run the promo.
I guess we played a promo. And we find out what this is all about. I can't believe Schwarzenegger really needs that kind of money, but okay, here we go.
A hit from one of these guys is like a baseball bat to the face.
They call him Dumpling, the slap god. He's literally a farmer.
Oh! Savage is
The kid's a soft.
three-time champion. He has never lost.
I would like to fuck your mother behind us. Co-Stress has one of the most powerful slaps I've ever seen.
I do not want to touch his ass.
No, man, it's just a bunch of people like slapping each other, but these are big dudes. These are big guys doing things.
600 pounds of men.
So yeah, they probably at bare minimum 600 pounds.
600 pounds of men.
Probably 600 pounds of men. Yeah.
A 500-pounder.
I would like to see a remake because it's been almost 40 years now, believe it or not. I'd like to see a remake of Over the Top, but about slap fighting.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, if this catches on, you can definitely see Hollywood trying to spin something like that. So the latest entertainment venture for Arnold Schwarzenegger, the former governor of California and star of more than 40 films, has teamed up with YouTube creator Logan Paul to launch the Slap Fighting Championship next month, featuring a roster of beefy men slapping the crap out of each other. Are you going to watch this?
You need to go read the next sentence of the next paragraph.
All right.
Howdy, fellas.
The Slap Fighting Championship will be held March 5th in Columbus, Ohio. Wow. Okay.
You got audio Schwarzenegger in the bathroom?
Maybe I'll go.
What's happening?
As a fucking asshole.
In Columbus, Ohio, and live stream for free on Logan Paul's YouTube and Facebook channel, and on Fanmo.com. The event is being staged by Poland-based slap fighting promoter Punch Down.
Kill me, I'm here, kill me!
Quote, prepare to watch some brutal slaps March 5th with me and Logan Paul live and free on Logan's YouTube. Okay.
Stop being such a fucking asshole.
Paul is a controversial YouTuber. I think he's based out of Ohio. I think. Probably my neighbor.
I'm not 100% sure who Logan Paul is. They say he's a YouTuber.
He's a big YouTuber. He's got
he's like 600 pounds big.
He's I don't know. He could be 600 pounds of man.
Look at him up. Logan.
Yeah.
What's his last name? Paul.
600 pounds of men.
He's a controversial YouTuber and actor who mounted a boxing career last year. He sparred with Floyd Mayweather in a pay-per-view event. Paul, who is 26, and Schwarzenegger, who is 74, announced their partnership for a slap fighting event on February 22nd on Paul's his show, Impulsive Show.
It ain't gonna work.
Okay, so
now, does he still do the Schwarzenegger Classic? Because that has always been in Columbus. So is this related?
I don't know. Because the last time I thought that it was occurring was during 2020, right when the pandemic was kicking off, and they got guilted into shutting it down. It was right there in March. So it actually feels like, so this is March 5th, it feels like it's actually taking place of the Arnold Schwarzenegger Fitness Classic thing. So,
you're right. The last one was in 2020. So maybe he said, all right, look, we're not going to do bodybuilding and fitness. It's just going to be beefy men slapping each other.
slapping the crap out of each other while we stream it to Logan Paul's website. So, okay. I don't know. I don't know if I would go down for that. I'd watch it. I don't know if I'm going to go see it in person.
You should be there in the front row.
Okay. I'll do it.
Just take a, you need to take a Bluetooth speaker and play drops for them.
I'll play drops and I'll eat Arby's right there. Like, you sure slapped him harder.
During the entire slap term, there was a guy in the front row. They get to see him pounding Arby's.
Yeah, you should have slapped him real hard, but you didn't do that because you're fucking pussy.
Oh, so okay. I was just saying you go. You're thinking you can go and heckle.
Yeah,
Pussy.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I'd want to heckle guys who are there to slap.
Yeah, they're big dudes. Yeah, I'm not going to heckle them. They're giant dudes who obviously aren't afraid to hit somebody. So, interesting story. I don't really know what to think about this. You got to appreciate Logan Paul and his way to kind of weasel his way back into the spotlight there, because I think he's like, when it comes to like being like funny or like good on the mic, he's pretty much a dud, but he does know how to create controversy.
He's the guy who went into the Japanese hanging forest,
I think that was his,
isn't he?
I think that was his brother, maybe.
Jake Paul, Logan Paul. Can't tell the difference.
No, who
What are you doing? I'm going to take a shit.
There's a USA Today story about the same thing. I was just scanning through it. And it says, Paul said he actually considered competing in a slap fighting event in Russia. But Paul ultimately decided not to compete. I was too scared of getting my brain slapped out of my head, so I backed out.
Probably one of the smartest moves he's probably done. I mean, these people hit hard. I mean, you can get knocked out when you do this. And it's not like there's I don't think there's a boxing glove to really protect you from that impact. And these dudes just wind up and haul off, and you'll probably see like a lot of knockouts during that match, which I will watch. Now you talk me into it, Cratchit. Now I want to see this.
So the USA Today article has a video. I guess it's a greatest, no pun intended. It's the greatest hits of a guy by the name of Vasily the Dumpling, who apparently is known for this.
Oh, okay.
It's 5 minutes long, but I don't know.
I did find Schwarzenegger talking about this. Here it is.
But I hope you leave enough room for my cock, because I'm going to ram it into your pussy.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's outside the rules.
Yeah, he gets disqualified in the first round.
You don't ram people with your cock, but he marches to the beat of a different drummer, I guess.
Their penises out.
Yeah. What if it's a slap fighting contest, but you got to pull down your pants in order to do it? That's a whole different thing. I don't know if they can do that. I think that's a whole different kind of festival.
Yeah, okay. That's like more of a swordsmanship thing.
Yes, it is. A lot of sword fighting going on at this competition, Arnold.
But I hope you leave enough room for my stomach, because I'm going to ram it into your spine.
Doesn't make any sense. I was going to say on the sword fighting concept, if they've gone from the Arnold classic about weightlifting to slap fighting, how long until they get to sword fighting?
Yeah, I think the same thing.
3 or 4 years or next year?
I think it's right around the corner. I think we're in the quickening right now, where we're going toward one world government, and then slap fighting, and then sword play. It's just crazy. And then UFOs are going to be coming. It's like, why are these guys slapping each other with their dicks out? Like, this is not the kind of planet we want to rule.
Tickle parties. You remember, where did these things go? The tickle parties and the cuddling things. In New York City, they were doing
what happened to those days where you could go on Craigslist and find a cuddle party? Weren't those the days?
Those were the days.
Only for the fully vaxxed.
Yeah. You need to be boosted for the cuddle party.
You need an extra booster. Hey, speaking of things going downhill, we're in the quickening. Here's a story that'll interest you guys.
Okay.
And this one came from SRQ Guru in the Discord.
Okay. CERN particle smashers to turn back on at record power in March.
This one made me angry.
Oh, man.
Man, I got mixed emotions about this one.
It's like, is there not enough going on?
No, we got to smash some more particles, Joe.
Yeah, let's open up a black hole on the, on our planet.
Yeah, well, good news. CERN's Large Hadron Collider will turn back on in March, and a few weeks later will start smashing subatomic particles together again at nearly double its previous power, helping scientists hunt for clues about the universe. The world's biggest particle collider, located near Geneva, has been undergoing a two-year refit, and work is now in full swing to start circulating protons again. Okay, so what day on March? I kind of want to know. Is it?
Please be March 5th, the same day as
on the slap fighting competition. Like they slap so hard it resonates particles at CERN, in a black hole, or the universe splits in some way. Like
they slap so hard it turned on the LHC.
Something. Like there's so many weird coincidences that happen in this universe. I think that the simulation theory is more and more correct at this point, with the amount of coincidences that happen. That maybe, like, it's so improbable that this could happen, it actually might happen. As a particle smashed at CERN, simultaneously someone at the Arnold Slapathon gets hit, and a chain reaction of cataclysmic, unlikely events starts to happen.
By the way, that's a far better name.
The slap event?
The slapathon. Because that refers to something that goes on for a long time.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. It's like a
like here there's Joe Rogan ringside. Here we are. It's day 14.
At the
still slap in the background. Just hear.
Well, I mean, I guess that it would be an endurance competition. It's like, how long could you be slapped? You know, it could go on for quite a while. It's the slapathon, you know.
Got a long way to go today.
I do have this by Alex.
Bitch slapped.
Bitch slapped by Alex right there.
Is that the only time he's ever said slap that we pulled?
No.
They want a bad boy that'll slap him around a little bit.
All right, fair enough.
I also got this one.
You need to be slapped upside your dumbass head for your own good.
All right, okay.
With their penises out.
Probably, yes. My slap sound effect right there. Well, I mean, it looks like that the slap news story got a lot more traction than we thought it would.
I think this. Well, that's what caught my eye. So you got Schwarzenegger involved in a slapathon.
Yeah,
actually, it is a slap fighting tournament. Did we determine what the prize is here?
No, I mean, I don't think that we got that far, and it doesn't say in this at all.
If it's a tournament, there's got to be a prize.
I would think so. Does a backhand count as a slap? So you could do like a 1-2 punch kind of a deal, or is a backhand and the slap is only the front?
Yeah, I don't know the rules on the slapping.
Oh.
I think it's got to be with your palm, because the backhand you're going to hit with. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, that would hurt too much, right?
Yeah, but I do think you have to have your penises out to slap another
well,
dude.
That's a given at this point. We think that's part of the rules.
I just assume, right?
It's an unspoken rule. It's like, if I were to enter the competition, which I will do, I'll walk in there with my pants down.
I'll walk on.
I'll waddle in there with my pants around my ankles. I'll just waddle on stage.
What do they call that? The walkout at the for wrestlers. So you got to have like a whole entrance and a theme, and yours is for some tear off pants and just
drop trowel and waddle out there,
not break eye contact the whole time. Yeah. So on the USA Today story, they don't even tell you what the prize is. Now I'm really curious.
What is
it? A cash prize? Is it like just a gift certificate to Arby's?
You get to have dinner with Arnold Schwarzenegger at Arby's.
Arnold will take you to any fast food restaurant you want, as long as it's Arby's.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
Excuse me, but I was just taking a shower.
No, get out. We're going to Arby's.
So, by the way, this story does confirm that the slap competition will take place as part of the annual Arnold Schwarzenegger Sports Festival in Columbus. So
down now.
So I guess he's integrating this. He's integrating this event into all the shenanigans there.
So it's part of the Arnold Classic.
It says.
Okay.
There is no bathroom.
Hey, how in the world did the Arnold shit happen in Columbus, Ohio? Do you think Lex Wexner and the pedophile shit has anything to do with it?
I don't know. I have, because I used to work downtown, and so every year that the Arnold Classic would come through town, I would try to go across the street to Convention Center to try to get some food at the food court.
I thought you were saying to try to enter, but
try to enter I'd go across the street with my pants down, praying someone would notice my physique, but no one did. But all the bodybuilders would flood town, and they would buy up every piece of chicken in the joint. So you couldn't order chicken in downtown Columbus for the duration of the Arnold Classic. And I did hear, so I had some friends who were waiters and waitresses, and one day Schwarzenegger came in, and they said he was very nice, and he left huge tips.
You want to fuck me?
So I heard he's a nice guy,
I do not want to touch his ass.
That's what I got on Arnold and the Arnold Classic. And everyone walks around, every bodybuilder has MC Hammer pants and wears a fanny pack. Every single one of them.
So this does say, all right, this is confused. I'm trying to determine, to Joe's question, what's the history of the Arnold Classic in Columbus, which does seem odd. But then also the prize. They say the first prize for the overall Arnold Sports Festival is $130,000, a Hummer, and a new watch. But
I'll give you $10,000.
So it's not clear what the prize is for slapping somebody, though.
Yeah, because I think Arnold, doesn't he owns a stake in Hummer, that car company. So
he owns a stake?
He owns a stake.
It's delicious.
Well, it's because he's so concerned about climate change.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So there's now I'm in the wiki page of this, and there's a section called History, which does not give the history of the event.
Well, calm down. Hold on there a minute.
So thanks a lot, pool boy. I don't why would you have a section called History that doesn't give?
There's no history. All right.
Aggravating.
I don't know. You have another quick story that we can get to?
Another quick story?
Yeah. Well, just a quick story, because we spent literally, I think, 20 minutes on Arnold Schwarzenegger and slapping people. We totally ignored the destruction of our universe with CERN starting back up.
Yeah, I did heck with that.
And we went right back to Arnold.
I mean, that's just like ripping a Band-Aid off. It'll happen.
All right, Here we go. So this is short, but still amusing, and has an awesome photo to go with it.
Okay, we'll bring this up on screen.
Actually, I think there may be a news story with this one.
Okay, California man arrested 3 times within 16 hours.
That's good news.
That is, man. I don't think there's a news story. I'll read this down. I got to figure out how prolific this guy is. This guy is a real champion. A man who is now in custody was arrested 3 times within 16 hours.
That's some good news on that front.
It shows how efficient our criminal justice system is. The first incident leading to his arrest occurred at 3 a.m. on February 13th when patrol officers observed a man later identified as 47-year-old James Landon of Los Angeles pacing in a parking lot near the intersection of Colorado and Louis Street. The officers then observed Landron run out of a lot across a crosswalk against a solid "Don't Walk" sign. Officers attempted to stop him for the infraction, but he ran from them, police said. Officers pursued him on foot, caught up to him, and after a brief struggle, detained him for the observed violation. So they got him on jaywalking?
They arrested him on jaywalking.
Holy shit. All right.
Who gets arrested for jaywalking?
I don't know. This guy, Landron, upon arrival. So he was
and this was 3 a.m. So this was
so that's 3 a.m. Officers they attempted to. Okay, I must have missed something right here. Okay,
it's Los Angeles, so this is where it's like, yeah, they'll let you walk out of a grocery store or CVS with whatever less than $1,000 worth of crap, but jaywalking, hey.
So Langdon was arrested on suspicion of obstruction, Prior to being booked, Landon requested medical attention and was transported to the hospital for treatment. Landon was issued a notice to appear in court at a later date and released on a hospital. Later the same day at 9:30 a.m., officers responded to a business at the 1400 block regarding a man who was trespassing. Upon arrival, officers located Landon, who was determined that he entered a business and was attempting to gain entry to a closed-off area with a screwdriver when he was interrupted by an employee. Rudely interrupted. Landon,
Can't you see I'm trying to get in here?
Landon, who was subsequently arrested and booked on suspicion of trespassing, but due to L.A. County's emergency $0 bail order, Landon was released from custody within 3 hours of being booked and with a notice to appear in court at a later date. A few hours later, Landon was released just before 7 p.m. Officers responded to an apartment building at the 600 block regarding a burglary that had just occurred. Officers were notified that the residents arrived home to find the door ajar and several items were displaced within the apartment. They also could hear a man's voice yelling inside the unit. When officers arrived on the scene, they observed Landon walking the building's hallway. Upon seeing the officers, Landon ran back into the victim's apartment, which was occupied at the time, locking himself inside. It was unoccupied at the time. Okay, that's good. The perimeter was established, and the officers began negotiating with Landon, attempting to have him exit the unit. Well, what were they going to give him in return for exiting the unit? What was the negotiations?
We'll let you cross the street wherever you want.
I was going to say, he gets across the street again or he gets his screwdriver back.
After Langdon refused to exit the apartment, officers made entry to the apartment and made contact with Langdon. What do you mean made contact? I mean they grabbed him and they threw him on the floor. Yeah. Where they continued negotiations with him.
And there wasn't a dog in there, but they found a neighbor who had a dog and they shot that.
Well, they say they did deploy members of the Burbank's K9 unit on the scene. So shortly thereafter, Langdon voluntarily...
The police shot their own dog.
Yeah, there's a dog. Get him.
Shortly thereafter, Langdon voluntarily exited the bedroom he had barricaded himself into and was placed under arrest again. After further investigation, officers discovered Langdon caused an estimated $6,000 in property damage to the victim's apartment. Well, he had to barricade himself in there. He had to use everything he could find. Really, I blame the police for that one. So Langdon was arrested and booked on suspicion of burglary and felony vandalism. He remains in custody on $150,000 bail. Well, we got to get him out because this guy's got more damage to do.
I mean, shit, I got that on me. Let's do it.
You think when they release him, they give him back his property?
Screwdriver.
Just a screwdriver. That's all he had on him was a screwdriver and a torn ticket stub to the Arnold classic slap fight.
Yeah.
That's a long way though. From
he
Ohio.
does have a great face. It kind of got like he's working on a meth face.
Yeah, he's got some meth teeth going there.
Yeah.
Or maybe screwdriver teeth. I'm not sure which.
Look at that face.
It looks good.
Look at that guy.
Yeah. He's I don't know. I kind of want to know, like, did they ask him, like, what are you looking for? You broke into all these places. Did you lose something? He was very determined.
I'm crossing the street right now. I got my screwdriver. I'm getting into that apartment.
I'm going to get into that business. No one's going to stop me. All right. Well, we got to get out of here, guys. We're way past time.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that means everybody owes us overtime. So go to Patreon and give us our overtime money. Blood-sucking goblins.
I don't know how I lost money on the show, but I did. I was doing taxes and I somehow lost money.
Well, do you have it as an LLC?
Not yet.
Oh.
Did you name it as a dependent? You just it's a kid.
Because I bought a new computer this year and a NAS and a bunch of other stuff, I spent close to over $4,000 on the show this year. And I was like, oh my God.
And that's just my donations.
That's just like on show. It doesn't even take into account like the storage for online, like all the RSS feeds and hosting servers and stuff like that. It's crazy. So next year, we're going to turn this into an LLC. And I think each one of us can make $10 an episode. Wouldn't that be nice?
No, 501c3.
Oh, nonprofit?
Just name yourself as a religion, our big dumb church.
Yeah, we could. We're trying to turn this thing into a cult. We just need to get more popular. And we need more sneakers. Kool-Aid. So thanks for everyone hanging out and listening to us and all the malarkey. I'm sure we'll be back on Saturday.
Yes.
We'll have more stuff then. If we're not already in the world economic government by then. Aren't we supposed to be at war with Ukraine soon?
I hope so.
I will probably be in line at the Arnold slap fight, so I may not be able to make it.
You're going to be there way early.
I want front row seats.
I want
dress up in a furry suit and be like, oh, I thought this was the furry convention.
go in a cosplay.
Yeah,
they have. Yeah. In Atlanta, they do have a furry convention every year.
They got them everywhere, but yeah. If you go in cosplay, like dress as a Vulcan or something like that to the Arnold Classic, that's the only way to do it.
That guy's confused.
I want a furry slap fight competition.
Your knowledge of Klingon curses is impressive.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Cratchit. Thank you, Joe. Shabla go.
Yep.
Keep watching the slaps, people.
Survival procedures, Mr. Sulu.
Kirk here. It's no time for heroics. I have no intention of sacrificing myself.
Fully understand.
No computer. Not yet.
A 500-pounder.
I love fasting.
Well, calm down. Hold on there.
Burn the witch.
Nothing funny about that.
Nice pick. Dude, I got facts, man.
What do you think?
I got
brother.
facts.
I'm gonna have sex with those dudes. They look good. Cuddle, buddy. Use it like a toilet. Kevin, David, Tyler, Daryl, Joseph, Paul, Gordon, Son, James. Eat your ass. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it.
That's about all.
Shablagu. Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
Goodbye.
Give us an email at ourbigdumbmouth@gmail.com. Check out obdmpod.com for all the social media and donation links. Be a part of the magic.